The history of Harvard dropouts is fascinating to me, and from a sociological perspective, I found something you will definitely find interesting. In a previous video, I spoke briefly about French sociologist Pierre Bourdieu's concept of 4 different kinds of capital that hold soft power in society. One of them being symbolic capital, which is the capital you gain from prestige and recognition. It's legitimacy that's been reinforced externally, be it through things like awards or institutions. Now here's a new term. Bourdieu saw society as a collection of semi-autonomous fields. So you have art, academia, fashion. Each field has its own rules, hierarchies, and forms of capital that matter. And most importantly, each field is a battleground where people struggle for position. The dominant try to preserve the rules that favor them, and everyone else either plays into that system or tries to redefine what counts as valuable. Avant-garde artists attack the establishment. New money tries to buy its way into old money clubs. The game is always about who defines what matters. And it's the fluidity of how things shift that just fascinates me. Let me transport you back to the early 2000s to take a look at the tech scene. The broader landscape of business as a whole was one of traditional power structures. Generational East Coast wealth, corporate America, credential-obsessed institutions. But while all of this was going on, within Silicon Valley, dropping out of Harvard became a huge badge of honor. Tech was the insurgent field, and it was positioning itself against the existing structures. The act of dropping out was a rejection of institutional validation and represented disruption, risk, youth, anti-credentialism, and meritocracy. All things that investors at the time just ate up. The field shifted, and Bourdieu would have loved this. In this context, staying at Harvard and collecting your degree actually signaled the wrong things: conformity, risk aversion, caring about old world validation. But does the Harvard dropout method still work in 2025? I'm inclined to say no. For starters, tech became the establishment. No longer is it the scrappy insurgent. The tech billionaires are more powerful than any of the old money aristocrats. What holds power now within the tech scene are the founders who did finish their degrees. There's more respect for founders tackling genuinely difficult problems like in biotech, climate tech, infrastructure, and energy. Why? Because this stuff can't be faked. The underlying mechanism, according to Bourdieu, is that symbolic capital will always require scarcity. When Harvard Dropout was a novel story, it carried weight because it was exceptional. But once it became a pattern and other people tried to replicate it, it lost power. This is the cruel logic of distinction, that whatever becomes accessible loses its value. Society is always looking for its next scarce signal, and right now we happen to know it. But by the time you catch up, you'll already be too late. The game never ends and the codes are always changing. In a future video, I plan on going deeper into our shifting relationship with institutions. So if you want to see that, please like and follow and leave me a comment with your thoughts.